Greetings, I'm Mark, a self-published author, designer, and marketer. Welcome to Unlimited Story, unlimited-story.com, a channel dedicated to writing, world building, marketing, and most importantly, getting things done. If that's interesting to you, consider hopping on our Discord where we share, critique, and discuss each other's work. Everything you need to know is in the description below or available at unlimited-story.com. In this episode, I'm going to be covering episode number 3 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which I'm going to do right now. All right, episode number 3. I'm going to be covering this as if it was a beta review, so let's get started. What episode did I watch? Number 3. Killing it. What are my initial thoughts? Wow, I was not expecting what I got. There was a new area that they went to, this new country. There are new characters. Like, the plot just totally opened up far more than I ever expected. Like, this is far more expansive than I was expecting. I thought pretty much everything was going to be confined to new Captain, Battlestar, Sam, and Bucky. So this is great. I think it's going to be really cool to check out all the new stuff they put in. And they really expanded on Zemo and Sharon far more than I thought. I thought they were just going to be like, yo, we're going to help you do stuff. Not like, hey, let's be part of the team and be useful. What was my least favorite part? When Sam's sister called Sam during a incredibly important part of their mission. It was dumb. It was pointless. It wasn't funny. And it didn't add anything. All it really did was blow their cover, which really didn't achieve much anyway. So to me, like, an agent as good as Sam, and Sam is incredible. Like, he's so good at so many things. Like, he's clearly, like, you know, top of his game kind of person. He would definitely not have his cell phone. Like, the notifications would not be on. He would have it on silent at the bare minimum. Just, no. I'm not sold. I thought it was dumb. I just, no, did not like it. What are my thoughts on the main characters? Hasn't changed, not even in the slightest. Sam is still Sam, Bucky's still Bucky. They don't look like they're going to be changing anytime soon. They can't seem to work together very well, but they're working together and succeeding based on their own individual skill. What are your thoughts on the other characters? Well, there's so many. Why don't I just start reading about it? There's a ton of them. Zemo is amazing. He's super interesting. I don't know what the point of his mask is, but I think it's really cool. I don't know why he has to hide his identity, but because you can really tell who he is with or without the mask. It's not like he's changing his outfit on top of it. Sharon is also great. She has this very interesting story, and it makes you really question what her motives are, as you can kind of see, like, she is doing really well in Madripoor. Like, she is having the time of her life, more or less, in this lawless land. So I'm really curious where that's going to lead. I'm assuming she's going to be double dealing, but, you know, maybe not. She will. Is there anything else I'd like to see from this episode? Yeah, I'd like to know what Sharon's doing, but that'll ruin the story, so I can't. Oh well. What do I expect to happen next? Well, I expect Zemo to lead Captain and Bucky to their next destination, because he seems to be quite the plot mechanic, and chances are they're going to run into the Flag Smashers. I will say new Captain and Battlestar, I don't know how they're going to remain relevant. They just found out Zemo got out of prison, so I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to probably get caught up. I'll also say the power broker is going to become more relevant now that we know about this person. Chances are we're not going to see him. I haven't checked IMDb, so I don't know if he even exists in this series, but I'm sure his goons are going to start making an appearance as well. How much did I enjoy this episode? 9 out of 10. It was great. Had a lot going on. I mean, action aside, I thought it was just really interesting. The addition of Zemo and Sharon, awesome. The introduction of, or at least the awareness of, the power broker and Madripoor, also awesome. I mean, there was nothing really slowing this episode down. And even that little addition of New Cap and Battlestar, where, you know, New Cap got angry, I was like, oh, okay, he's got a dark side. I was like, all right, he's got a little bit more depth. I'm digging it. As far as how excited I am for the next episode, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it would have been a 9 out of 10 if the Wakanda agent was like one of the higher up people, but since I don't know who this person is, I'm going to give it an 8. But if it was like any other noticeable, recognizable person from Wakanda, like from the Avengers movies, I would have been like, oh yeah, this is gonna be killer. So 8 out of 10. Still pretty good. I'm still pumped. I cannot wait to see what's going to be happening. Is there anything else I want to add? I loved it. The characters were cool. The new Madripoor place is cool. The lore is cool. Just everything was really, really cool. I guess if I had a complaint, it was just that everything was really convenient. Like, hey, we're going to go to the power broker's home. And we just got in and out, and really nothing bad happened. Like, nobody even got hurt, okay? No real injuries. I mean, like, just everything seemed to work out for them. Hey, they got in, they got out. Like, if the power broker actually wanted them dead, they should be dead. So it makes me think maybe he has some interest in them or whatever, but really they just got in and out. I just thought that was, I don't really know. I'm also pretty confident that Isaiah is going to play a bigger role, which I'm really excited about. I thought he was really interesting, so I'm pretty confident they're going to be heading back to him in the next episode or two. Also, I want to add in what I'm expecting for the last episode of this season, which is going to be Sam's family being captured, as well as Bucky's, I don't know, girlfriend or someone close to him, maybe that guy who lives in his apartment. But essentially, I'm expecting some type of hostage situation where whether it's the power broker or maybe New Cap goes bad, but they are in a situation where they have to, rescue their family. But I'm also expecting that there's going to be this weird, like, cross, like, Sam has to go save Bucky's, people, and then Bucky has to go save, like Sam's family. So, and in the end, they'll succeed, and then they'll be closer. They're closer than what they are, because don't forget this scene.
Guys, look, I'd love to keep this up, but I've only got one job here today, and I got to impress Mr. Stark, so I'm really sorry. What?
You couldn't have done that earlier?
I hate you.
Sorry, I just had to throw that clip in. I just love it for some reason, and I can't explain it. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, or at the bare minimum, consider watching one of my other videos that YouTube recommends. Peace.